Alright. Back to that screen over there behind you. The Shema Street Band with actually a solo performance by Missy. Is going to do a parody on the song Someday My Hog Will Come. I know you like for it. Alright, here we go.
Rabbi Glenn, this is a song especially for you in the genre that we know that you love most. And a way to be sung that should make your heart warm. This is just for you. Someday my hog will come. I'll find a Harley to love, and away on the freeway we'll go. On my pinhead forever, I know. Someday when spring is here, we'll find the road anew, and the Frandsen will sing, and the twin Cam 103 will ring. Someday when my dreams come true. There's your dreams, Rabbi.
Now, back there are some real motorcycles, just in case you wanted one.
It's yours, baby.
Oh!
No, it's
It may be gone, but that was mine. All right, let's take a few look at some of the slides we have here. Yeah, that's me. Okay. Yeah, this is a picture of Glenn. Yeah, that's 8 days after he's born, and we know what happens 8 days after he's born. Yeah, that Moyle just got out of prison too. Which takes us to the next slide. You might notice the expression on his face, and you can see his dad is grabbing onto his little, I'm not sure what that is, a donkey?
It's an ice pack.
His dad just informed him in that picture that that brisket didn't work and they got to do it again. And this is what happened. He's been that way ever since. Alexander tells me that's pretty consistent. You can't tell real well, but that's a baseball in his hand, and his dad gave it to him, trying to get him to do some manly things. He talked about that a little bit, you know, back up. And Glenn looks at him like, what am I supposed to do with this? Next. Alright. We can see that, Glenn is in his baby chair. I do find it interesting, Glenn, when I'm over at your house for dinner, how in the world do you think you can still fit into that chair? I don't know. Okay. Glenn is, he's got his fists up right there. He's ready to take on all the 2-year-old girls in the neighborhood. And they weren't afraid of him either. Now here's a really nice picture of Glenn with his dad. That is your dad, right? Oh, yeah, okay. Now, you know, Glenn is pointing out how big that dog's ears are. Do you see those babies? Well, I used to have those same ones. My head grew just a little bit. Help me out. Next one. Alright, here's Glenn on his motorcycle. This is the second motorcycle you ever had? Wow, took you a long time to get up to that size, huh? As Dave Gerber came up, Pastor Gerber, I know it seems kind of hard to believe, but from the Kosher Dog Society, you can notice that Glenn, you know, he's got this little Frenchy thing on top. What is that about, anyways? Anyways, we're on this trip with Glenn, and the fellow with the white, that's me. Shut up. Dave Smith with the white goatee, whiter than mine. He's in Myrtle Beach, but he did want me to relay one story of Glenn. Yeah, you knew it was coming. We took a trip, and you know, every year, for a few years, Glenn has organized a Ride for Life for the CareNet Pregnancy Center. It's a great cause, and hopefully some of the people in here, if they have a bike, might show up for the one we'll have this year. We have a date on that? August 26th, yeah. So anyways, but a couple times we decided that, you know, instead of just doing that, we would raise money, this group, and then we would give it to them, but we would take a trip around the state of Michigan. And so we were all geeked and ready to go, and you know, me and Glenn, we had to all meet at his house to take off. So we all show up over there, and you know, first thing you do is you make sure you gas up your motorcycle. And then we rode on out, and you know, we take the back roads a little bit, but sooner or later you have to get on X75. We were going around the mitten, and we got on, I'm not sure where it was, but it was before the Zilwaukee Bridge, and we were going over the Zilwaukee Bridge. Has anybody ever gone over the Zilwaukee Bridge? Okay, yeah, it's a little busy right in that area. There's always a lot of construction, and we're coming over the hill, and you know, go back to that bike Glenn had there. He doesn't have this bike anymore. But anyways, he's running along, and we had, I think, 6 or 7 of us, something like that, right? 6. And then I was in my car, and so I followed them, and then Dave Smith was with us. The other guys were way ahead because Glenn can't get that bike over 55 miles an hour. I think Alexander put a governor on there just to make sure that would happen, but we're driving along, and all of a sudden Glenn's running out of power and can't figure out what's wrong with his bike. He pulls over. We all pull over in this construction zone at the edge of this Zilwaukee Bridge. It's quite fun. And we look at over his bike, we check the electricity, you know, everything seems to be working fine. And we ask him, you know, Glenn, you did check to see if you're out of gas, right? He said, oh no, I have plenty of gas. We're like, okay. And so, you know, we're playing around with it, and all of a sudden the bike starts up. So we figured we're all good to go. And so we drive about another quarter of a mile on I-75. We took a little while to get into the traffic because it's busy. And then all of a sudden we get about another mile down the road, and his bike dies out again. And so we pull over, and we're trying to figure out, okay, pop your gas tank. We want to look inside there, and there's no gas. And so we said, Glenn, you said you had gas. He said, well, I thought I did. And then he took, on a motorcycle, you get a reserve tank. You take a little pitcock and you twist it. And so he didn't tell us that the first time he twisted it to back to the reserve tank, which now it had more gas. And then as soon as it started running, he turned the reserve gas back off, and of course he ran out of gas. So this is how you take a trip with Rabbi Glenn. So Dave Smith wanted to make sure I shared that story. Continue on a little bit. Okay, in our little kosher dog society, tour. What is it again?
You got the patch right on your vest. Kosher Dogs Touring.
The Kosher Dogs Touring Society. Yeah, that's it. So you will notice that Glenn is the one in a white shirt. Where we're at, there he is, right there. And we have nicknames for all of us. Glenn's is Rand, as in Rand Atlas. Rand McNally Atlas, yeah, there we go. Glenn loves to pull the map out and say, well, let's take this road. Where does this road go? Let's try this road. It dead ends in 2 miles, and then it turns into dirt. And if you're a motorcyclist, what is the one thing you don't want to ride on? Dirt. Yeah. So his nickname is Rand, just for that purpose. That restaurant is a place we go to every time we take a trip, and we enjoy a good meal there every time. What else do we have on there? Is that it?
I just want to point out that it's awfully scary that a Jew is leading us to wherever we're going to go.
Hence the name Rand. And we never quite get there either. So all in all, though, Glenn does provide us with a lot of entertainment everywhere we go. And just want to tell you that we love you, brother. And that'd be it for me. All right, our next roaster is, flip the screen there.
You forgot already?
There you go, yeah.